Good morning students. Welcome to YouTube channel. Myself Dr. E. Kumraya, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, SRR Gout Arts and Science College, Karimnagar, Telangana, India. Today I am going to discuss about types of matrices. What is matrix and the different types of fundamental matrices. I am going to give brief introduction. First, what is a matrix? A matrix is a rectangular array representation of mn elements, m into n elements arranged in m rows and n columns, or otherwise A is a matrix, A equals to Aij, comma 1 less than or equals to j less than or equals to m, 1 less than or equals to j less than or equals to n is called a matrix of order m by n, or a rectangular array representation of mn elements arranged in m rows and n columns, I from 1 to m, j from 1 to n. When m is equals to n, the matrix is called square matrix of order n. We simply say that a square matrix of order n. Let us take one example. This is of order 3 by 4, 3 rows and 4 columns. That is A11, A12, A13, A14, A21, A22, A23, A24, A31, A32, A33, A34. If it is a 3 by 4 matrix and there is a unique identity for each element. The element in the place of A22 means that is each identity, it has some fixed element, and these elements are real numbers or complex numbers, any whatever it is, all elements are maybe real or complex. This is 3 by 4 matrix, or you can extend this for any order m by n matrix. This is the rectangular array representation of 3 into 4, 12 elements in 3 rows and 4 columns. This is called a matrix of order 3 by 4. Similarly, whenever this second one is a square matrix, 3 rows and 3 columns. 3 rows and 3 columns, number of rows equals to number of columns. That's why this is called a square matrix of order 3. This is 3 by 3 matrix. We simply say that a square matrix order 3 means it is a 3 by 3 matrix. We have to understand it has 3 rows and 3 columns. Rows and columns are equal. The elements in the place of A11, A22, A33 is known as principal diagonal of the matrix. That is the principal diagonal of the matrix. This is the principal diagonal of the matrix. This is the principal diagonal. Now, different types of matrix. One is, this is a, it consists a matrix, it has only one row, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, A11, A12, A13, A14 elements only it has. This is called a row matrix. Its order is 1 by 4, 1 row and 4 columns. In the same way, second one is column matrix. This is only it has one column, that is 1, 5, 8, 0 and 4 rows. This is called column matrix. Its order is 4 by 1. And already I told you the elements in the place of A11, A22, A33 is known as principal diagonal. These elements, these are known as principal diagonal of the matrix. In the case of square matrix, principal diagonal exists for square matrix. This is the principal diagonal of the matrix. Now let us take a zero matrix. The matrix which consists all entries are zeros. It is known as a zero matrix. This is the zero matrix of order 3, zero matrix of order 2, zero matrix of order 10. Like that we should have. For any zero matrix, the elements must be zeros. All are zeros. All are zeros. Similarly, we can have zero matrix of any order, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 5 by 6, 7 by 8, 10 by 10, like that. Now let us take one more important definition. Transpose of a matrix. What is transpose of a matrix? A matrix is obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of a given matrix. By interchanging rows and columns of a given matrix is known as transpose of a matrix. It is denoted by A transpose. It is denoted by A transpose. We read it as transpose of A or A transpose. If A is a matrix of order m by n, then A transpose is matrix of A n by m. A is a matrix of order m by n and A transpose is a matrix of order n by m. This is rows and columns are interchanging. We are interchanging rows as well as columns. That's why rows of A becomes columns of A transpose. Columns of A becomes rows of A transpose. That's why columns and rows of interchange. The order of A is m by n, then order of A transpose is n by m. Now let us take a matrix example. A is equals to 1 0 6 2 7 minus 2 2 3 4 1 5 8. This is the matrix of order 3 by 4, 3 rows and 4 columns it consists. Now let us consider the transpose of A as A transpose equals to the first row, first column will become first row, 106 becomes 106, first row becomes, this is first row, this is first row becomes first column, first column becomes first row, second column becomes second row, third column becomes third row, fourth column becomes fourth row. The rows becomes columns or columns becomes row. In any way, any one of the way you can write. This is the transpose of the matrix. And one more important thing, that is trace of a square matrix. Trace for only square matrix, it is nothing but sum of the principal diagonal elements. Sum of the principal diagonal elements. It is only for square matrix. Principal diagonal elements. That is trace of A is equals to, it is noted by trace of A. Trace of A equals to sum of A11, A22 and ANN, all principal diagonal elements. The elements in the place of A11, A22, A33 and up to so on ANN. Here A is a matrix of order 3 by 3, then trace of A is given by 5 plus 8 plus 9, that is equals to 22. This is known as trace of a matrix. Sum of the principal diagonal elements is known as trace of a matrix. Now we can take some important definitions. I can give all definitions together at a time. First, a square matrix A equals to Aij, small aij of order n. The square matrix order is n, is said to be, first one, a diagonal matrix is said to be a diagonal matrix if Aij equals to 0 for I not equals to j. The elements except principal diagonal elements, remaining not except the elements other than diagonal, principal diagonal are must be zeros. The elements other than principal diagonal are must be 0, which does not mean that the diagonal elements are not 0. The diagonal elements are maybe 0 or may not be 0, but other than diagonal elements are must be zeros. Remaining means diagonal elements may not be zeros, may or may not be zeros. It may 0, may not be 0. That's why small aij, the element in the place of aij will be 0 for I not equals to j. This is known as diagonal matrix. I can give examples one by one later. And scalar matrix, if same aij equals to 0 for I not equals to j and k for I equal to j. That means principal diagonal elements are same number, k, and remaining all elements are zeros. That means scalar matrix is also a diagonal matrix. The special case is diagonal elements are having same fixed element, fixed constant, and remaining elements will be zeros. And identity matrix. This identity matrix is a diagonal matrix as well as scalar matrix. The diagonal elements are 1, 1, 1, 1 only. Remaining all elements will be 0. This is the identity matrix. Now upper triangular matrix. The upper triangular square matrix is upper triangular matrix if elements below the principal diagonal will be 0. Elements below the principal diagonal, upper triangle are below elements. Elements below the principal diagonal are must be zeros. The elements in the diagonal are above diagonal, we can't say, whatever it may be. We don't say that they are not zeros. You could not understand that. If below the elements are must be 0 means above the elements are not 0. We don't like, we could not understand like that. That above the elements may be 0 or may not be 0. We don't know. But elements below the principal diagonal are must be zeros. I only say that elements below the principal diagonal are must be zeros. I could not say about principal diagonal elements are above the elements. Or otherwise, in another form, Aij, element in the place of Aij will be 0 for I greater than j. That means A21, 0. A31, 0, 3 greater than 1. A32, 0, 3 greater than 2, like that. A41, 0, 4 greater than 1. A42, 0, 4 greater than 2, since 4 greater than 2. A43, 0, since 4 greater than 3, like that. Elements in the place of Aij will be 0 for I greater than 0, j. And similarly, lower triangular matrix. For lower triangular matrix, the elements above the principal diagonal are zeros. That means Aij equal to 0 for I less than j. I less than j. That means A21, A31, A32, A41, A42, A43, like that. All that elements are zeros. This is known as lower triangular matrix. And a triangular matrix. A square matrix A is said to be triangular if it is either upper triangular or lower triangular, whatever it may be. We simply say that it is a triangular matrix. In particularly, either it is upper triangular or lower triangular, we can decide depending on the below the elements are 0 or above the elements are 0 to the principal diagonal. Okay. Now, a non-singular matrix. A square matrix is said to be, these definitions for only, all are for square matrices, valid for square matrix. A non-singular matrix. A square matrix A is said to be non-singular if det A not is equal to 0. If determinant of A is not 0, we can say that the matrix is non-singular. If det A equal to 0, we can say that the matrix is singular. Now, symmetric matrix. Symmetric or real symmetric matrix, both are same. Symmetric matrix means, you can understand that symmetric matrix means the elements in the given matrix are real numbers. We could understand like that. Or we can say it as real symmetric matrix or symmetric matrix. Whenever it is symmetric, the elements are real numbers, we can understand. A square matrix A is said to be symmetric if A transpose is A. The transpose of a given matrix again A, or otherwise the elements in the place of Aij equals to Aji. Aij, Aji are equal. The elements in the place of A12, A21 are equal. Element in the place of A42, A24 are equal. Element in the place of A56, A65 are equal, like that. The symmetric elements, the corresponding symmetric elements are equal. And similarly, skew symmetric. Skew symmetric means A transpose equals to minus A. Sorry, it is here, it is minus A, not A. Here it is minus A. Here it is minus A. The square matrix A is said to be skew symmetric if A transpose is minus A, or the elements in the place of Aij and Aji are differ in the sign. They differ in the sign. That means A12 equals to minus A21. A32 equals to minus A23, like that. They differ in the sign. Elements in the place of Aij, Aji are differ in their sign. Or we can simply say that A transpose is minus A. A transpose is minus A, we can say that this is a non-singular matrix, skew symmetric matrix. Now we can take orthogonal matrix. A square matrix is said to be orthogonal matrix if A transpose into A into A transpose equals to I. A transpose into A into A transpose equals to I. Multiplication of A into A transpose into A equals to identity matrix. Then we say that the matrix A is orthogonal matrix. All these three are, in the case of entries of the matrix, are real numbers. If it is, we are saying that A is orthogonal, means we could understand that the elements in the matrix are real numbers. Okay, it is symmetric, means the elements in the A are real numbers. Skew symmetric means elements are real numbers. This is they are not in the form of A plus IB. There is no, the elements are purely real numbers. There is no imaginary parts are exist. Like that we can understand this. These are the symmetric, skew symmetric and orthogonal matrices. Now I define Hermitian matrix. Here in this case the elements are complex numbers. Elements are complex numbers. In the earlier case of a complex numbers, but they are purely real numbers. Real numbers is subset of complex numbers. Here that means Hermitian matrix. A square matrix A is said to be Hermitian if A bar all transpose is A. Here A bar all transpose is conjugate transpose of A. First you can take the conjugate of the all elements in A, that is A plus IB. Elements in the A are in the form of A plus IB. A plus IB bar is A minus IB. Like that we can take the conjugate of all elements in A, after that take the transpose. That is known as conjugate transpose of the matrix. If conjugate transpose of the matrix A equal to capital A, then we can say that A is an Hermitian matrix. Similarly, skew Hermitian if A bar transpose equals to minus A. A bar transpose is minus A. That means conjugate transpose equals to minus A. And similarly, unitary matrix. A square matrix A is unitary matrix if A bar transpose into A equals to A into A bar transpose equals to identity matrix. Then we can say that the matrix is unitary matrix. When we are talking about Hermitian, skew Hermitian, unitary matrix, we could understand that the elements are complex numbers. May also be in the form of A plus IB. A plus IB. That means every symmetric matrix is a Hermitian matrix. Every skew symmetric is a skew Hermitian. Every orthogonal is a unitary. But unitary matrix is not orthogonal. Skew Hermitian is not skew symmetric. Hermitian is not skew symmetric. Like that. That means whenever we are talking about the Hermitian, skew Hermitian, unitary matrix, we could understand that the elements are complex numbers. The elements may be in the form of A plus IB. In the earlier case, elements are purely real numbers. In this case, elements are maybe complex numbers, A plus IB. Maybe real numbers also, complex numbers also. May exist complex numbers also. The elements in the form of A plus B, A plus IB also. Like that we can understand. Now let us take examples for all these 12 definitions. One by one we can take the examples. Now first one is diagonal matrix. This is the diagonal matrix of order 4, square matrix of order 4. This is the principal diagonal, and remaining all elements are zeros. You can say that the elements other than principal diagonal are all zeros. All are zeros, you can say that. You could not understand that principal diagonal elements are not zero. Principal diagonal elements also may be 0. Here it is 0. This element is 0 here. The principal diagonal element also may be 0, but other than principal diagonal elements are must be zeros. Other than principal diagonal elements are must be zeros. The principal diagonal elements are may 0, may not be 0. Some elements are zeros, some elements are not zeros. But principal diagonal element other than principal diagonal elements are must be zeros. That is diagonal matrix. And scalar matrix. In the case of scalar matrix, the principal diagonal element is constant. Scalar matrix also a diagonal matrix. Its principal diagonal elements are constant, fixed. 5, 5, 5, 5, k, 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 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. It is known as scalar matrix. Similarly, identity matrix. Identity matrix is also an diagonal matrix. The principal diagonal element is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is identity matrix. Now upper triangular matrix. For upper triangular matrix, elements below the principal diagonal are must be zeros. Elements below the principal diagonal are must be zeros. These are the elements below the principal diagonal. All these are zeros. The above may not be 0, may be 0. The above and principal diagonal elements are may be 0, may not be 0. We cannot say. We could not talking about the principal diagonal elements and above the principal diagonal elements. But below the principal diagonal must be 0. This is in the place of A1, 2, 1. That's why 0. This is in the place of A3, 1, 3 greater than 1. This is in the place of A3, 2, 3 greater than 2. That's why all these elements must be 0. Similarly, lower triangular matrix. For lower triangular matrix, elements above the principal diagonal are zeros. That means A21, 0, A23, 0, sorry, A13, 0, A12, 0, A23, 0. All these elements are zeros. That must be all the elements above the principal diagonal are must be zeros. Below may not be 0, may be 0. Some element will be here, some element will be 0. We cannot say. Now upper triangular, lower triangular matrix, and these two matrices are known as triangular matrices. Triangular matrices. Simply we can say that this is a triangular matrix, this is also a triangular matrix. In particularly, this is upper triangular matrix, this is lower triangular matrix. Like that we can understand. Now we can take non-singular matrix. N is equals to. This is the square matrix of order 3. Its determinant is sum of the since it is a triangular matrix. That's why its determinant is nothing but product of its diagonals. That is 1 into 3 into 4. That is equals to 12. The determinant of this matrix is 12, which is not 0. That's why this is known as non-singular matrix. In the next case, this is also triangular matrix whose diagonal elements are 1, 0, 4. Its determinant is 1 into 0 into 4 equal to 0. That's why this is a singular matrix. Determinant is 0, singular matrix. Determinant is not 0, non-singular matrix. Now let us take another example, a symmetric matrix. This is A is equals to 4 by 4 matrix. Here clearly A transpose equals to A. Here we can observe that the element in the place of A12, A21 both are same. You can see. Similarly, A34, A41 both are same, 8 and 8. And A13 is minus 3, A31 is also minus 3. And A14 is 1, A41 is 1. A23 is 1, A23 is 9, A32 is also 9. A24 is 4, A42 is 4. The elements in the place of A12, A21 same, A13, A31 are same, all are same, or A transpose equals to A. That's why this is a symmetric matrix. And skew symmetric matrix. The elements in the place of A12, A21 can differ in the sign. Here it is 4, here it is minus 4. Here it is 3, here it is minus 3. Here it is 2, here it is minus 2. They differ in the sign. The elements in the place of A12, A21, A31, A32, A13, A23, A32 are differ in their sign. That's why this is known as skew symmetric matrix. Clearly A transpose equals to minus A. Now orthogonal matrix. Let us take a matrix A is equals to 1 by root 2 into 1 comma minus 1 minus 1 1. Then A transpose is also equals to A. Then A into A transpose into A equals to 1 by 2 into 2 0 0 2. That is equals to 2 2 will be cancelled. Then it will be I. That's why this is an orthogonal matrix. This is a orthogonal matrix. Now let us take Hermitian matrix. A matrix A. Example for the Hermitian matrix. Suppose A is equals to 1 comma 2 plus I, 2 minus I, 2. 1 comma 2 plus I, 2 minus I, 2. Now A bar. Take the conjugate of all elements in A. 1 bar is 1 and 2 minus I bar is 2 plus I. 2 minus I bar is 2 plus I bar is 2 minus I. And 2 minus I bar is 2 plus I. And 2 bar is 2. This is A bar. And we can take transpose of this one. If we can take transpose, these two elements are interchanged. These two elements are interchanged. Again coming to the original position of A. That's why A bar L transpose will become A. That's why this is a Hermitian matrix. Similarly, skew Hermitian matrix, which is equals to, we define I minus 2 plus I, 2 plus I, minus I. Now H bar will become transpose conjugate of all elements. I becomes minus I, minus 2 plus I becomes minus 2 minus I. This is minus 2 minus I. 2 plus I becomes 2 minus I, minus I becomes plus I after taking the conjugate. A plus IB becomes A minus IB. Real part cannot change. We change the sign of imaginary part only. We change the sign of imaginary part only, not the real part. 2 is the real part and I is the imaginary part. 2 plus I becomes 2 minus I. Minus 2 minus I becomes minus 2 plus I. Like that. These are the conjugate of the matrix H. After that we can take the transpose. By taking the transpose, H bar transpose will becomes minus I, 2 minus I. This element will become here, 2 minus I, minus 2 minus I. Now taking minus 1 as a common, then it will becomes I minus 2 plus I, 2 plus I minus I. That is equals to minus of H. That's why A bar whole transpose equals to minus H. Then A is a skew Hermitian. And we can understand here, for Hermitian matrix, the diagonal elements must be real numbers. We can understand. For Hermitian matrix, the diagonal elements must be real numbers only. If the diagonal elements are not real numbers, we directly say that the given matrix is not an Hermitian matrix. First, to check the given matrix is Hermitian or not, first we can see the diagonal elements. If diagonal elements are reals, then we go for the further investigation. If diagonal elements are real, then we check the elements in the place of A12, A21, Aij and Aji. Now what is the relation between the elements Aij and Aji? Here it is, first of all, the elements are principal diagonal elements are real for Hermitian matrix, and elements in the place of A12, A21 can differ in the sign of imaginary part. That is, here minus I, here plus I. They differ in the sign of imaginary part. In the earlier case, symmetric matrix differ in the there is no imaginary part, that's why they are same. For symmetric case, there is no imaginary part, that's why they are same. A12 equals to A21. But here they differ in the sign of imaginary part. That is the important observation. Coming to skew Hermitian matrix. For skew Hermitian matrix, first the diagonal elements must be zeros or purely imaginaries. there is no real part. Here it is purely imaginary, I and minus I, or it may be zeros. Whenever the entries in the principal diagonal are 0 or purely imaginary, then only the matrix will become skew Hermitian. Otherwise, it is not skew Hermitian. And the elements other than diagonal, are differ in the sign of the elements in the place of Aij and Aji differ in the sign of real part. Real part lo difference that is -2 and +2. In the earlier case, they differ in the sign of imaginary part. For in the case of skew symmetric, differ in the sign of real part. In the same thing, in the skew symmetric matrix, they differ in the sign of real part. 2, it is 2, it is -2. A12 is 2, A21 is -2. A31 is 3, A13 is -3. Like that, they differ in the sign of real part. Same like here also. The imaginary part cannot be changed, real part will be changed, differ. And in the case of skew symmetric, the principal diagonal elements must be zeros. In the given example also we can take they are zeros. Here they are purely imaginaries or zeros, and elements in the place of Aij and Aji differ in the sign of real part. Like that, we can easily identify the given matrix is skew Hermitian or not, depending on these things. Now we can take an example for unitary matrix. Let us take B is equals to 1/√2 I comma I minus I minus I. Now B bar transpose is 1/2 minus I minus I. B bar and transpose. Now B into B bar transpose equals to 1/2 into I minus I minus I minus I minus I. Now multiplying these two matrices, row and column, I into minus I square minus I square, that becomes +1, and minus I into I minus I square, that becomes +1, +2. That's why this is 2. And multiply I into I, this row, I into I square -1 minus I into minus I -1 plus I square is, it will be 0. Okay, by multiplying these two matrices, you will get 2, 0, 0, 2. Wait, I think this example is not correct. Okay, I will see, I clarify. Okay, here it is plus I only. This is not, otherwise this is not Hermitian matrix. It is plus I, then bar becomes, here it is minus, its transpose will become, okay, this is B bar transpose, take the bar and transpose. If we are taking the bar, here it is plus, both are plus signs, both becomes minus, here it is minus, here it is plus itself only, because we are taking transpose. Here it is plus B because we are taking transpose. Now this is -1, B is, this is +1, this is -1. Now multiply. Okay, now we can see this is okay, for this one okay, for first row into second column, I into I square -1 plus I into minus I square +1 -1 will be 0. That's why these two elements will become 0 now. Okay, now this is here the example for unitary matrix is B is equals to 1/√2 I plus I minus I. Now take the conjugate transpose and multiplying them, we will get the identity matrix I. That's why this will become skew Hermitian. This is unitary matrix. Since A bar B into B bar transpose into B is equals to I. Here it is +1. Okay. These are the important different types of matrices, which the elements are complex numbers and real numbers. Now in the next class we are going to discuss about properties of matrices, the basic properties of matrices, what are the operations or matrices, what is the properties of transpose, what is the properties of symmetric, skew symmetric matrices, everything we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.